There's the warm-up buzzer, so welcome to the broadcast. Anybody who's able to get this to stream, we are with very little Wi-Fi, so I'm trying to broadcast this out on very little cell signal. We'll record it, so most of you are probably watching this tomorrow, the day after the game. So we're ready for one of our last, no, not much, one of our last games of the season. You won't be in it much. People are trying to get out of the way of the camera angle here, afraid to get caught.
Stats, and for all of you watching tomorrow, I'll be taking stats the old-fashioned way, circa 2012.
On a BlackBerry?
That's right. And a fanny pack or side pack.
It is going to be Tristan starting off with Mason and Michael. The switch around. Michael had been playing center for the last several games. Oh, false start there. There's the puck dropped. And Tristan wins it. Back to Connor. Connor's going to throw that forward and give it away. MTK will throw it in, deflected off Connor's stick. Connor gives chase in behind the nets. And he comes up with it, gets up to Mash. Mash stops, backhands up, gives it away. That's two giveaways for the Sting already. MTK is going to try and get a shot on net. They go through the top of the crease. Sam watches that go off to the corner. Along the boards. Sting failing to get much time on their sticks or to get it out of the zone. Tristan goes around the outside, up to the point now. Mason slaps at it. And it's a giveaway now to Mason. He's away on a breakout. He'll take a slapper one time, pad saved. Into the corner is Tristan. Comes back up to the point for Lucas. Lucas throws it about 4 feet wide of the net to the right. Far point shot in by Raff. Goes off a body and off to the side. Fired in. Chance for Mason in front. Deflection. And it's a stick save. So a slow start for the Sting, but then quickly turn around getting a couple shots on net.
Yeah. That's my count as well.
Puck is dropped. MTK take it. And they fire across ice, missing Cole, and it's a foot race to get down the ice. Puck escapes the Kings, and they go off to the corner, and it's Luke will pick it up in behind the nets. And on the drop back to the point, it escapes the Kings, and it comes back out to center. Around the outside for Cole. Cole looks to Luke, it escapes him and goes all the way up. Back go the Kings to pick it up. Skipping past Jude all the way back to Connor. Connor looks off the boards. It's going to skate through everybody. That one's going to be waved off. No icing as it went through some traffic. Luke into pressure. Connor's going to hold the line. Connor's going to throw that through. A deflection. Another save made. That's 3 shots. Sting. None for the Kings as of yet. Ref drops it and Byrne rushes through the dot. It's Matty in the corner. Gives that over to the Kings who break out down their left wing. Past us. Connor. Connor goes cross ice to Jack. Jack acting quickly. Gets away. Edio slaps at it. And gets up to Byrne. Back and forth over the red line. Byrne recovers. Up to Matty. Attempted anyway. Ping pong in front of us. Nice long pass. Breakout across to Edo. But he's hit and so has to drop that puck. And then back and forth as 3 Kings crash the side in front of their bench. Now the Kings trying to break out through center ice. They dump that down in the left corner. Go off for a change. They get in on it in behind the nets. They're going to cycle around, drop that one. Edo gets a stick on it but can't clear the zone. Kings going to the corner, trying to backhand it through. Didn't make it, made the side of the net, I think it was. Then from the corner, back up to the point. Kings come screaming across, beat Maddie to it. Connor throws that up just enough to get it over the blue line. Hand it over. Kings still on it. Rutkowski goes in to check Connor. And it's tossed out, and it's a breakaway from Mason. Again, Mason, this time on a deep backhander attempt, save made with a leg kick out. So a couple breakouts from Mason already registering shots, and now Raff goes cross ice. Lucas is going to catch up to that, throw that in. No, we can't. So Tristan gets back, to toss it back to Raff. He finds Lucas. Lucas finds Mash. Mash backhands it over to Tristan. Nice little give. Tristan down, breaks in, shot on, pad save made. I got 5-0 on shots. Is that correct? Did you get anything?
My count is 6-0.
Okay, 6-0 is the official count. Sam having some traffic in his crease, but nothing actually making contact yet. Fergus will take a face-off now, deep in the Kings zone. It's Jude who wraps it around the outside. Luke goes across. He's surrounded. He gets it over to Cole, who goes cross ice to Marco, rips one through. Pad save, dangled in front. And MTK were able to get a stick on and clear that up and out. Cole to Marco. Marco finding Fergus. Fergus has to take that hit up against the boards. He goes down a little bit slowly. He'll be fine. And it's MTK going in the corner. In behind Sam. Stop with it. Marco touches up. Backhanded attempt to wrap. Goes back behind the net again. Luke and Fergus back in to pin. And then Cole trying to work it out. Doing it all alone. Cole back comes up through the line as the MTK try to feed it back to their own point. Icing will be waved off in that case as it was a dump back. Sting will get a full 5 changed. And out come the Kings. They go cross on a skate. Down to the right corner. Try to center it through. A shot makes its way through. Sam makes that save with a stick. Matty dumps it ahead to himself off the boards and catches up with it. Turned over just inside the blue, and out come the Kings. Kings dump it to the left, down in. Connor will go. Connor to Edo. Edo doesn't get it past the point. Now it's going to be Jack slapping, hitting a body. And then Byrne will look a little bit better. And Deke retreat, as he often does. Looks. Doesn't have much of an angle, so he's going to go up off the boards and out. Gets it clear of the zone. Dumped back in by the Kings to Connor and then to Jack. Jack and behind the net. Looks up, tries to find Matty, who's waiting, but he's surrounded. Kings fan on a shot, and then it's Edo. He's going to chip that out. It'll be icing, but enough for the Sting to get a change.
Seven versus 3 so far. 3 for MTK. Shots on goal.
Off the draw, it ends up with Raff. Trying to find Mash breaking out. It's at the point held by the Kings. And then around the outside goes Raff. Mason tries to get over to it, slapping. It's held in, and then cycling through is the Kings. They're going to register a shot through and a goal. Getting to Sam's left before he can center up. Yeah, everybody crouched and pinched over to the left side, and which gave space as the King player broke out and came across ice, had lots of space and an open clear shot pretty much. Sam was following it across, and then Daffy went to the left side. Dumped in by the Sting. It'll be icing called, and we're going to skate all the way back down to the Sting end. Fergus facing off. Fergus to Marco. It's going to be Jude trying to pick that and go. Marco and Jude work the corner. Cole's going to race, take position. And then Luke looks, tries to get up to Fergus, can't get it. Off of a shin guard and an ankle. No one seems injured on that one. It's going to come out to the point. And it picked off. Fergus can't quite get away with it, and a trip is called. So Sting will go on the power play. Was tripping? Must have been tripping, yeah?
Yeah.
Two on the board. Byrne will face off first in this power play. Kings get it, and they scramble it out of the zone all the way down. Sam's going to have to play that to the side. Along the boards, Kings get in on it. Cole trying to work it out. Marco and Cole come back. Matty looking and watching. He's going to find Byrne on the breakout. Byrne goes cross ice, retreats again. Looks for a better breakout. He finds Matty. That's a giveaway. As it bounced off Matty's stick. He's a little disappointed himself on that one, slapping his stick, ready to go again. This time it's Marco goes across to Edo. Off his stick, but he's going to catch up with it and go. Dekes a little bit, stop, drops it back. Nobody there. I think it was an accidental drop back. Connor gets across off the bench, gets it to Matty. Connor looks with a little bit more determination, flips it up. Awkwardly, he's going to skip over Edo's stick. Kings are going to get it in. So Sting not even getting any time in the first minute of this penalty to the Kings. Jack backtracks, looks to Mash. Mash dekes up, finally finds Byrne, and a breakout is formed. Here comes Byrne down the left wing. Off to the corner. Up to the point for Jack. Jack across to Connor. Shoots one at the side of the net, and it's gloved. .41 seconds to go in this power play. It'll be Tristan facing off next. Mason and Mash. Beside him, it's Lucas and Raph behind. Lucas can't hold the line and drops it back over to his partner. Raph is going to skate in this time. He's checked into the boards, drops that puck in behind the net. Around the outside for Mason, and then skipping over Lucas's stick. It's a breakout. Oh, the puck goes way ahead of the Kings. They don't catch up. It's Tristan gets back first. Tristan drops to Lucas, back to Tristan. Tristan's going to deke, look for an angle. Given away. Lucas will get a stick on it here and clear it at least. 6 seconds in this penalty. Kings with possession. Raph, 5-on-5 hockey, picked off on the clearing attempt. Tristan comes back to play at it. Gives it to Mash and then to Mason, maybe reverse that. Kings go in again. Shaughnessy, 16 down the left side, centers it through. Mash touches up to clear it. Goes up in the air. Looked a little bit dangerous from here. I think it was fine. Coming out of the corner. Lucas up to the point. Kings maintain possession, working around the outside. They throw it in behind the nets. Raph goes to the outside. Can't get it up. Mash is going to dangle at it. And then finally, Raph will go wisely cross ice. A bounce will give Mason a chance to catch up. He touches up, but out come the Kings. Kings will dump in and go for a change. Raph catches it up behind the net, drops it off for Luke. Luke backs away, dekes, tied up, doesn't get out. Raph has to dodge a linesman, and then it's going to be cleared by Tristan, who goes to the bench for a change. MTK retreat, cross ice, D to D pass, and they make a nice breakout to their center coming out. The captain down the right wing. He's going to try and center it. And the wraparound attempt stopped at the side of the net. Puck dangles out past the point and down the ice. Going in deep is Fergus, and then Jude follows up along the boards, but it bounces out luckily for the Kings. They're going to break out in a 2-on-2. Try to deke through Marco. He holds up the man. Fergus gets back to get a stick on it, and Cole finishes that job. Gets it across ice. Luke has to back out of it. Puck gets dumped in. Marco touches with Jude, and then up to Fergus. Fergus has to drop back. No, he's stripped actually. In go the Kings. Kings in the slot. Picked off by Cole. Cleaned away. Cole now goes cross ice, hitting Luke, and out of the zone it goes. Backhanded over to Luke to play it up, trying to find Fergus. Tossed into the Kings zone. Kings regroup, and they break out. Through the neutral zone over to Connor, who picks up that dump in. He circles around and gives it away. Fired in, pad save made. Connor from Maddie, who can't handle the bobbling pass. Fergus doesn't get that one, just gets over Edouard, and a backhand is out of the zone at least. Kings retreating back to get onside and pick up that puck. They drop it, chance for Edo and Maddie. Maddie's pickpocketed. Connor throws it in. Edo down in deep. He gets it around to Maddie, and Connor at the point tries to hold, which he does. He regroups. Connor's going to walk in, gets in pretty far, and it's Byrne in the corner. Byrne, Edo right in the slot waiting for it. Maddie goes in, tries to get something to go, but out comes the puck to the point and skips past Connor's skates. Breakaway chance for the Kings down the left wing. Jack slapping at it, holds it with Sam covering that post with the pads, and then Jack fires it long down and clear. Actually, it's going to hit the goalie, so no icing on that one. All 5 Sting players changing. Out first is Mash. Goes to the puck. It's cleared across to the Kings. They go down the left wing. Tristan hits that player. Nicely timed hit. Lucas goes around to Raft. Raft doesn't control it well, and it's a giveaway going the other way. Tristan coming in to grab it. With some speed, he skates through. He's held off. So Raft comes across, flips it up, off the glass it goes, and bounces to Mason. Mason's on a break now. Tries to dig through the legs. Dangle, shot. Save made. No, it's called a goal. It's in the net. There it is. It was in, it was out, it was in. It was Mason for sure. Oh, Mash is going to take control of that one. Okay, we're going to give it to Mash then. He got in the line first. Was it a... Well, that happened such a weird way. I didn't get a replay on that one. And so we're going to do this again. Same line. Tristan to Mason. Mash in the circle. Tries to feed it up to Tristan, who stabs at it, gets it forward into the corner. Tristan in the corner, trying to work that out. He's going to poke up to the point and bounce out. Reaching and swiping at it was Marco. Given away, but then Mash recovering it. Mash gets it across to Tristan. Tristan looks to Cole. Cole's going to throw that in. Cross ice looking for Mason. He's the guy to go to this game, it seems. The best chances lately. At the point, Marco holds it, throws it in. Mason's pushed off a chance. It goes to the corner. Luke gets at it. Tristan goes in. Around the outside it goes for the Kings to try and break out. Stopped by Marco, and then it's at Cole's feet in front of us. He throws it around. Cole's going to touch up. He's going to go into the zone. Backhand that down into the corner. Puck comes loose into the slot. It's all MTK as the Sting are changing. They fire it in. The dump with one man chasing. Connor gets back first. He reverses that around. Jude will go back to the boards to play it. Goes back in for Cole. Cole surrounded, but it'll be Jude who gets it with a funny bounce. Makes it out to the point, in front of the bench and out. Connor stops that one. Connor looks cross ice. Jude has to retreat on a funny bounce off the boards. He goes cross to Cole. Cole to Fergus, and then a breakout happens. And then getting tied up with Edo. Bad luck there. Just not chemistry happening on that line. The two guys getting tied up. Round the outside. Jude will read it. Fire that through. He goes wide. Round the outside. Fergus looks. He catches up with it before Jack does, so he's going to fire one in. And a glove save made.
Got 13 for Sting versus 6 for MTK.
Byrne will face off. Puck is dropped and he charges that in. Down in deep and around the outside go the Kings. They reverse it now. And And then they flip it up and out to center ice. Connor misses that connection. Lucky break. Save made.
Let's go.
By Sam. We have just a second left to play here. The puck will drop and the buzzer will go. So a tie game here after the first. I don't think we saw that coming the way it started out. But some decent chances on rushes by the Sting. Getting in deep, firing pucks on net. 13-7 is your count. If you had one piece of advice to give, what would it be?
Everybody score out.
Everybody score?
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're
it up.
doing.
Yeah, keep up.
Keep it up.
Keep up the energy.
Yeah, so we've nearly doubled them in terms of shots on goal, and as Coach Trevor says,
I'm liking the dump and chase in this game. There's been a fair bit of just get it down there, get pressure on.
Sting has dominated in terms of possessions, so we're seeing that translate into the score line here.
Yeah, and if they keep moving their feet, get to pucks quickly, chances will come.
Yeah.
They'll make luck happen.
Make luck happen.
Puck is dropped, Sting win it. There's the first piece of luck, it's back to Raff. Raff looks, he finds a nice lead out to Matt. He touches up, can't control that shot. Racing waved off, Matty gets in on that dump and chase. The inadvertent dump, you might say, but he's in on it. Matty's gonna work the corner with Byrne. King are going to find their way up to the point. Raff's going to go through quickly on a release. And a save is made off of the pad. Another chance for Luke. He hits the target. Another save made by the MTK goalie. And then King will backhand that out of the zone. Luke, he goes back, retreats that to Raff. Raff looks up ice to Edo, backhands that nicely over to Byrne on a break. Byrne coming back in on it. Surrounded by 4 players. Puck's going to go down the ice for Raff to go back and pick up that puck after the icing whistle.
And the heads-up play by Raff to move it, and Michael Byrne doing what he could there. It's great to see that come together.
Face off, back to Mash, but it's going to be Kings charging through. They go cross ice, missing a player. Might be an affiliate, number 11, has no name on his back. And it's it's Marco down in the corner with Mason. Goes around the outside. Foot race won by the Kings. They reverse, looking. Cole hits the player, gets the puck out, and it comes around to Tristan, and then the Mason's going to slap at it, but not quite fast enough. Tristan. Whoops. Cole. Back to Marco. Back to Cole. Missing Mash. Now it's to Mash. Backhands that nicely up to Mason. Mason goes to the right. Called down for a trip. Gets back up. Handles that puck. Reverses up to Tristan. Tristan's going to go back to the point for Marco. That's picked off, but not with possession. So still Cole's chance. The net is empty with Sam going to the bench. And now it's called as Kings do get possession of that puck. Okay, so we have a second power play coming to Sting here. It'll be 2 minutes for tripping. Oops. Slapper in from Connor. Now it's Jude with it. He backhands that, gives it away. And then Jack loses an edge, goes down. He's going to get up and get to it first, though. He's going to look to Connor, stops. Jack's going to go past Connor, then drop it off. Create some space here. Yeah, give and go. There we go. Now nicely broken out. Oh, but just missing Luke. That was actually going to be a good breakout. Interrupted by the Kings, and they fire it back down in. Connor back. Drops. Oh, he skates it over. Tight shot in, and Sam has to cover up. Michael Byrne facing off. Maddie and Edo with them. Michael Byrne trying to push his way through. In come the Kings. Played into the corner with Lucas. They're going to come out and around the outside. And then bring it up to the point. Edo gets enough wood on it to get it up past the defender. That's getting to pucks. That thing matters. Kings fire it down. Somehow not an icing call. As Raff struggles to catch up with it, and around it goes. It goes back for Lucas. Lucas is going to shovel on the backhand up to Edo. Edo tic-tacs and looks off of his skate and finds an angle out. Gets it up to Byrne. Byrne stops and looks, feeds it through to Maddie coming into the slot. Nicely set up by Michael Byrne.
Stay there. Stay in front.
Down in deep. Raff. He stays in. Puck comes to Edo. Edo puts it through. Shot on. And a save made on the goalie's left side. 32 seconds to play in this power play. Registering one shot so far on the power play.
Yes. 3 total in the period. Versus 1 for MTK.
Okay. Face off, won by Sting. Back, cross ice to Cole. Then, chance for Mash at the side. After it's collected, Tristan coming through the slot. Mash tries to center. Tristan gets a stick down on it. Fires one on. Shot, rebound, loose puck. Dangerous chance there with Mash and Tristan getting shots off. Goalie making a quick save with the glove, I think.
Yeah.
Probably 2 shots registered there.
Yes.
And Tristan will take this face off. Kings swipe at it, don't get it out on a finished shot. Offside bounce off of Marco. Didn't matter. Marco chucks it back. Mason tries to swipe through, but it's get fired down by the Kings. And Cole gets to it, goes back to Marco. Penalty has expired. It's 5-on-5. Tristan goes around the outside for Mash to try to catch up. Can't do it, so in comes Cole. He gets a stick on it, gets it to Mash, and then to Mason. Mason's going to throw it, not quite out of the zone. Tristan gets some wood on it. Kings recover, try to walk into the slot, held out by Marco. And then through to Mash, he goes the wrong way. He had it outside lane. Turned over at the side, swiped away by Sam, and then Mason charging up to the point. Held back in by the Kings. They throw it down deep in behind the net. Then loose in front, up to the point. Ducking through, hits, I think it was Tristan's calf. Cole gets in at it. Cole, he got a nice sight line to Mash, who's going to look, find a lane through. Not clear. It's to Marco and then out of the zone. Dumped back in by the Kings as they change some of their players. Marco finds an angle. He gets up out of the zone. Going slowly. It's a foot race. Icing's waved off. As Mash presses that, around comes Mason to play at it. Sting getting some fresh legs. Mason working the boards. He's surrounded but doing what he can. Back checking now. Mason going along the boards, slides and loses an edge, goes in, doesn't haul down the player luckily. Fergus almost picks up a loose puck and then he's got a chance on a bounce. Slaps at it. Mason has lost the stick. Puck gets dumped down in deep. Round for Connor. Connor loses an edge. He goes down. Back up to the point. Slapper. Sam makes a pad save. Off to the corner. Jude gets over to position. And in behind the net goes Connor. Connor around the outside. There's some equipment down. Is it a glove or a helmet? It must be a glove. And now to Fergus, a breakout. Fergus looks. He has Jude. He's pushed off of it. Goes down in. Slapped at and it stopped. And the puck comes back out with the Kings. Kings go to the right wing. Rukoski throws that around the outside. Connor's slow to catch up to it. But he did have a hit coming at him, so he backed out. Around the outside. Jack swipes at it. Gives Jude some space and time. He's going to chuck that out of the zone. Center ice recovered by the Kings and thrown in deep. Down in deep goes Jack. Jack looks to Jude. Jude gets it out over the blue. Fergus pokes at it, but not enough. Out of the zone. Jude has a chance, but doesn't get enough wood on it. Now back to Jack. Jack looks. Jack goes over to Connor, who's coming down the wing. Backhands that. Fergus reaches back for it. Not enough. Jack will swipe at it. Kings in the slot. Fergus trying to pick that pocket. Shot wide. And the puck's going to come down the ice for an icing. Sting gets organized for the face-off with Burns sliding into position. Linesman goes to just communicate something to the bench, and puck is dropped back to the point, chucked down along the glass. Sam makes his pad save, then pokes it away. Lucas picks it up. He's stripped for a second there, recovers, and then gets it out past the point and out. Raff struggles to control that one, reverses it around the outside. Maddie's not there first, so Kings chuck it down in deep behind the goal line. Byrne gets on the backhand. Now he fires at glass, hits some netting on a funny bounce, and we get it blown down. My observation right now is that the Sting defenders are doing well to keep the Kings from walking out of the corner into the slot. So they're not getting a chance to walk in. They're having to shoot from the outside. I know we don't have the technology recording all this, but I'm going to think but our shot recordings would not have been from in close. Most of them are coming from outside, if at all.
That's true by and large, yeah.
Puck bounces out on a clearing attempt into the MTK bench and a whistle. So we'll go for a face-off to Sam's right. Burns stays on for the face-off. Wins that one back for Marco. Marco goes to Edo. No, it was Matty, sorry. Chance through. 5-hole, I think. Stabbed at and pushed underneath Sam.
That is their leading scorer, Graham. Their captain
And after I just jinxed them by saying they never get to walk into the slot, he walks right into the goalie and shoves it in the Sam. Everybody pinning it here against the wood, and Mason comes out with it. Goes to the far side, pushed out. And Kings grab that one and throw it around. Way too fast for Cole to catch up to. He's going to skate back all the way down. Picking that up. Finds a lane. Gets it to Tristan, who can't control the clearing pass. Kings throw it in on the dump. Marco looks. Finds Cole. Back to Marco. Well, Marco looks up. Finds Mason. He's pushed off of that. Kings around the outside. Throw it down and behind the net. Cole gets that to it. Cole throws it to Tristan. Bouncing puck comes over the blue. Tristan kicks it out to confirm that. it's going to be Sam pushing it off to the corner. Position taken by the Kings, pushing Cole out of the way. But he stays at it, stabbing at it, keeping on it. Shot to the slot. Sam makes the first save, bouncing up. Cleared out. Mason will throw it in on a volley. Go to the bench for a change. Cleared out by the Kings, and they get up at center ice. Cole strips that one, gets at it. All Cole on the blue line, throwing it down into the Kings' end. Luke putting the pressure on now. Cleared out, skipping over some sticks, so we're going to get an icing call. I didn't think we would.
Holy moly, fantastic, yeah, fantastic stick.
Aggressive to the blue line and holding it there, and then getting that puck down slowly enough. No icing, gets the change for some fresh legs. Fergus gets in on the face-off. Kings take it down to their end. Jude gets in, cross into the other corner. Gets back to retrieve it. Kings will backhand that down deep. Jack holds the player off. Connor gets to on the backhand to Jude. Jude will try to control on the far side, not. Dumped back in deep by the Kings. Around by Connor to Luke. Now the Kings get a chance to walk in. They get a shot. Save made by the pad of Sam. And Luke's going to get it out to Fergus. Fergus over the red line alone, surrounded by all 5 Kings. He goes in deep while Sting changed.
Wow.
Backhands it across. Jude comes far, cross corner to pick it up. But Kings with numbers are going to come out with it through center ice. Push to the outside by Lucas. They try to center it. Sam gets a stick on it. Puck goes up into the netting for a whistle.
With 9 shots versus 5 for Sting. Shots on goal, that is.
This period.
This period.
I think I'm quite behind on my count, so we'll try to get that adjusted at a break.
Pressure.
100%. With possession around the outside, hit the glass and hit the ref. But they're able to recover that one, pick it up and skate in the 2-on-1. Try to deke through, held by Raff. Recovered back and forth in the slot and then volleyed out.
Well done, boys.
Nicely cleared. That's the way you got to do it. Matty gets to it. Raff backing behind the net, clearing it around the outside. Edo looks. Kings hold it in. Now Kings down in deep. Center it through the slot. Chance from the high slot hits the netting as a deflected shot goes up. Well clear of Sam. What kind of shots you got for total, do you know?
Grand total?
Grand total, can you tally that or not?
18 for Sting.
Oh, I got it. 18. Good.
Hey. And, sorry, 16 for MTK.
Mash is going to get a good bounce off the face-off, and he's away. Fakes that across to Mason. Gets on the backhand down the left wing. Deep through. Mason gets it across. To the slot for Tristan to feed it back. Fired in by Marco. Mash holds it at the side, but can't get a wraparound chance. And MTK going to clear that out. Cole skates back with some speed. Looks up. Has to find a line, trying to get off the boards. And now Tristan. And a collision there with Mason. Marco gets it to Tristan. Now Marco at the red line. Nash at the red line to Cole. Cole dekes it. He's going to go in first. Cole trying to hit Tristan. Tristan at the side. Shot slowly makes its way through to a pad save.
Good job, boys.
And a whistle will bring on a shift change for all 10 players on the ice. That'll bring Fergus, Jude, and Luke out. That's a line we haven't seen. Fergus, Jude, and Luke. Fergus gets enough on it, but Luke had pinched in and skates past. MTK with a nice breakout, cross ice. Jack catches up, holds the man on the outside. Connor gets in behind the net to it. Jude tries to kick it up. Fergus backing out. Kings time it well to toss it in onside. Jack gets back. Jack to Luke. Luke on the boards up to the point. Shot through pad and a glove save made. Burns slapping at it, but Kings take it back to their side. Edo gets to it first. Not enough to get out of the zone. Back for it's Lucas. Raff picked off. He's going to get a lucky bounce off the side of the net. Throws it forward to Edo. Chance broken up by Byrne. Then to Lucas. Then to Edo. He's going to clear that out. Nicely played up to the red line. Matty holds the man off. Thrown back in by the Kings. They do like dumping that puck in. Byrne back. On the outside. Matty backs out of that one, and Kings are able to throw that in. Byrne will try to deke. He gets double pinched. Chance at the slot, deflected up over the net. Edo's going to get to it with some speed. Slap at it, held, unrecovered. Edo looks again, tries to fire that up in front of us. Edo works again. Edo. Matty comes, gets a stick at it. And then Lucas gets enough to find Matty coming out. Matty with speed down the right wing as the buzzer goes.
In that period, Sting had 6 shots versus 10 for the MTK, for the Kings. Grand total is 19 shots for the Sting versus 17 for MTK. So fairly balanced.
As is the score, fairly balanced.
Yeah.
So a competitive game. I mean, possession has been probably fairly even, just that the Kings are dumping it in.
Yeah.
Without possession, so we're spending a lot of time in our ends.
Yeah.
And struggling to get it out a little, as Kings are good at pressing in, but they're not controlling the game by any means. It's back and forth it is over the red line as Tristan throws that down in deep. Kings get back to it first. Marco trying to hold it in front of us. Backhanded in. Jump in by the Kings. Cole back. Cole looks for a nice clean line. Mash will touch that. It skates out past him. Cole again, finding Mash at center ice, but it skips through. Chase given by Tristan, who gets pinched in to the glass. Mason swings at it and comes out with it down in deep. Mason, tight angle shot, save made. Tristan, rebound, shot and a goal. Nicely fired by Tristan. On a first shot by Mason. And Mike Mash dutifully lining up in the line. And it's Fergus this time breaking in. Fergus is going to get down in tight. Tight angle shot, covered up. And a whistle. So Fergus driving that puck in off the face-off. Got a tight angle shot on the pad before the trapper came down to stall the puck. Fergus throws it back to Connor. Connor misses wide, but almost hit a body with a good deflection. Luke gets across up to the point. Jack holds it, throws it down in. Luke's going to try and catch up around the outside. It goes. Jude's in deep. Along the point held by Fergus. Jude holding the line. Fergus and Connor working together at the point here. Awkwardly, and then in comes Jude. MTK with some space, break it to the far side, and then drop it back. Kings up off the glass, held by Jude. But it breaks out. Connor will throw it in as Fergus checks to make sure everybody's onside, and they are. Kings are going to fire that down for an icing, and we'll take that whistle and go for a face-off back down in the Kings' end. Michael Byrne facing off, gets that over to Matty, who goes down in deeper. But Kings recovered, skid around the outside, chuck it up off the boards. And with some speed, out comes the winger, almost escaped with wicked speed. Tied up on a bit of a hook, no call made. Byrne gets it around the outside, Matty gets there. Up at the point, held in, slapped down around the outside. Tries to center it through, at the side. Graham, their number one scorer. Edo gets a stick at it. Tries to finish it. Raph's going to have to go back into the corner and backhand that around. Lucas watches it. Gets it around to Matty. Matty centers it out to Edo, who's coming out. Turnover. Turnover again. Byrne's going to fire that in. Now Stingo after it. Offside as the suspected affiliate player snuck in a little too early on that one. We're going to have a face-off right in front of us for the first time this game. And it's Mason with a good advance through the spot. Mason trying to get a shot off. Stopped at the side and around the outside it goes. Mash in deep. He's going to play it. Shot taken by Tristan, recovered by Mason, who loses his own legs, goes down. Mason gets back on it, though. Around the outside. To the point for Jack. No, it's Cole. Sorry, Cole throws it in. On the breakout, it's a 2-on-2. Breaks put on. Cole spins around. Held to the outside. And clearing attempt by Marco, skips over Mason and makes its way down the ice. Kings reversing, mash in to give some pressure, but Kings will get out on that one. They find a breakout coming through center ice with speed. They deke to the outside. Marco holds off.
Let's go, Marco!
Centering, not contained. It's going to be Luke who's going to scoop that up and clear the zone. The trailing King coming in with speed. Too much to even get a stick on it to fire one. Here come the Kings again, down the left side. Drop off to the point, cleared out by Jude. It's going to dangle slowly down. Kings will get back at it. Kings surrounded by Sting. Jack will kick it up to himself. Find a nice breakout pass to Fergus, just skipping over his stick though. Fergus will poke at it. Can he get it? No, it skips over Jude too, and in go the Kings. Now Jude again. Slapping at it, but deflected before he could get the shot off to Fergus. Because it was deflected, icing is waved off. Kings get back. They try to throw it up the wing. Edo holds the line. Fergus gets back. He taps out. He's going to go for a change. Edo and Matty will go in to try to pressure. Kings trying to find a breakout. Oh, Byrne almost teed that one up for a big collision. Backed off of it. Jack looking to Maddie.
Do something with it.
Maddie give him to Connor. Byrne slapping at it. Chance in the slot, but Byrne recovers it and out to Maddie. Maddie's going to skate as he's instructed by the bench. And down he throws it around the outside. Too much speed to catch up to, and the Kings are going to throw that up, try to hit the cherry picker. Raff stops that one. The interference should have been called somewhere. We're going to get an icing call instead. Should have been an interference call, I believe, there, but the ref was not looking at that. He was down well beside the play, down at the other end. Tristan wins that face-off. Slapper from Raff, off some bodies, up to the point. Raff will go again. Rips that one through. Loose in the slot, turned over and cleared out by the Kings. Kings walk down the left wing, try to fire it through slowly. Sam makes a save. Mash, not enough pressure to get that out, and Sam will cover up on a bouncing puck. Not so many shots in this period.
No, 3 for the Sting versus 1 for MTK.
Fergus will face off. Kings take it back to the point. And they throw it in. Luke to Fergus. Fergus dekes around. Should have passed that to Jude, who was open. Kings get possession again. Up off the glass. Back to Marco. Marco's surrounded, but he's going to find Luke to Fergus. Fergus goes from a tight angle exit, reverting it back. And it's going to be Kings skating it out. Cole pick up the loose puck. Backhands that to Luke to dump that in. Luke will go for a change as Fergus monitors the situation. Cole taking one off the body, and it gets to Jude. Jude through the red line. He's going to fire that in. He's going to go for a change. Tristan will get in on it. Tristan getting a chance, and now on the back check. Matty holds the line for a second while Tristan's going to throw that at some bodies. See what he can do. Kings down the left wing. You're going to try and fire one off. Sam blocks it off with the blocker.
Move it quickly.
3 Sting piled up against the boards. And working it out. Tristan has to slap out of the slot. And then tries to find Matty on the breakout, but it's picked off. Through the slot, backhanded attempt, save made. Up to the point.
Come on, get up there.
And then, oh, a missed pass was almost picked off by Edo there. Now it's Edo again. He is going to get enough to get it out of the zone, but not to his partner. Tristan on the backhand trying to skate through, but no, it's the Kings that will take it back in again. Fire one on Sam. Deflected off with gusto. Connor to the corner.
You guys standing there. Come on.
Tristan.
Spread it out a little bit.
Tristan will come up through, deep,
Let's go,
drop that to Matty. Picked off. Matty with speed, stops, breaks, looks back, drops to Connor. Takes a hit. Connor picked off.
That's good urgency.
Connor gets back.
Got back
Tristan tries to go
really
around the
quick.
outside.
Got back really quick.
Tristan's going to go again at it. Mash there. A little too quick to release that. Connor. He's going to fire it up. Gets to the point. Filtered in. Down in the corner. Matty swipes at
Lock
it
it,
from the
lock
point.
it.
Shot through traffic.
Go,
Doesn't get there.
stay with it.
Tristan's going to skate it out. He dumps it and skates after it. Chasing his own dump in. Gets to it and throws it around the outside. Mash will go two. Up to the point for Mason. Mason throws it in. Mash will go at it. Tristan changing. Going to the bench. In comes Fergus. But Kings with possession. Fergus is going to pick that one off, but almost got out with it. And interception made by the Kings at center ice. They skate in, and that interception, Matty. Lucas struggles to contain it. He's surrounded. At the side of the net, everybody slapping at it, loose puck. Saved by the whistle there because the puck was loose.
I've got 5 for MTK versus 3 for the Sting.
Now Fergus on the rush. 1-on-4. He stops, looks for his teammates to come in, and then throws it to the corner. He's pushed off. Luke centers it to Marco, fires one just wide by about a foot. Luke gets across to the far corner, catches up with it, but Kings get stick on it to clear it out. Up the right wing. Get over the red and fire it in. Kings change. Marco looks up over his shoulder to see what he's got. He's got time and space. He's going to go with it. Feed it up. Fergus doesn't see the feed. Cole feeds it to Luke, to Fergus. Can't quite contain it. Cole pushed off of it. Recovers. Back and forth. Up at the point to Mason. Byrne chasing it. Cross ice. Jude gets across out of position. Throws it across to Mason. Nice little feed. Mason gets through. Mason to Byrne. Shot somehow. I don't know if it hit a body going through or not. Must have touched the goalie. Byrne in against the boards. Tristan coming out. Connor holds the line. He's going to throw one through. Blocker save made. And cross ice pass to Mason. He's pushed off of it, loses an edge, and gets off the puck. Puck comes back. Jack covering the cherry picker, and Connor gets back to help out. Good eyes by Jack there to cover up what was happening on the breakout attempt. Connor. Given away. Jack, number 9 on number 9 here. Connor's going to go off the boards. Break out to Mason. He has to dodge the hit. 6 minutes left to play in period number 3. In go the Kings. Down the wing, backhanded to try and center it. Nash stops that off to the boards. Nash is going to use his body strength and push into the boards. Loses an edge and goes down. Kings try to walk out. Fire one through. Save made. Mason's going to slap at it and hit Nash coming across the blue. He's going to reach at it. And then Kings missing that connection. Connor's going to fire it in and go for some fresh legs. Connor gets to Fergus on the other side. Fergus takes a hit to the head there. Makes a bit of Raff. Matty tries to hold it on the backhand. Fergus and Matty. Fergus walks out. He throws it to the far corner. Edda will try to chase. Lucas at the blue line. Tries to hold it, but is going to have to throw it in. Guys get onside, and they're not sure what to do. Oh, and a player goes through the door. Fergus hit the player through into the Sting bench. Door was not closed. Luckily, he held off. I saw that. Raff takes a shot to the head this time.
Sam feeds it off to Fergus, who feeds it to Maddie. Maddie to Fergus. Drops it. It's pushed it back into the zone. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Cole to Raff. Raff to Maddie. Byrne here. Can't contain it. Thrown back into Cole. Frantic play, turnover, but it's going to be Marco with it on the far side. And then a quick give and go. Jude to Byrne, who cycles back, reverses it in front of us. Luke throws it in, hits the target. Going to count as a shot. Cole at center ice. He's got space, finds Jude. Jude throws it along the wing. MTK reverse and throw it up to their winger, breaking out. He goes cross ice. And tries to deke through, and they do. Get in tight. Shot. Save made. Swiped away. And a hooking call. Coming to Marco. Well, if that pulled the player away, that was a penalty to take. 3:21 to play. 2 minutes in of that will be on the penalty kill for Sting. Tristan's going to push that player against the board and try to tie him up. Work the clock. Out come the Kings. Deflected up and over. To the corner it goes. Fired through traffic. Sam's going to cover that one, make the first stop. Puck ends up to the side. Connor's there to try to hit the player away from it. Walking out. Backhanded off the crossbar. No goal. At the point. Fired down along the wing. And now Mason pokes at it, doesn't get it out. Jackals poke at it now. And then Tristan gets enough wood on it to get it up to the point, but not out. Cross ice from the point. Shot through traffic. Blocker save made. Thrown into the corner. MTK around the outside and behind the net. Connor gets a stick on it, backhands it, finds Tristan. Gonna get it out of the zone at least. Down the ice it goes. All Sting players going for fresh legs. 4 Sting players come out. Breakout pass here with the cherry picker waiting. It'll be Raph who picks it up and fires it down the ice. It goes past us. We have 40 seconds left on the penalty. Just under 2 minutes to play in the game. With some speed, out comes the MTK winger down the right wing. And a trick will be called against Raph as he goes in with the stick to play it. Wrap around goal. So a minute 46 to play. Linesman and ref are going to discuss what's going to happen, who's going where. It's going to be 5-on-5. I'm not sure what's happening here. We are playing penalty kill. Yeah, it's Cole's going to clear that out. So the last minute 40 will be played on a penalty kill. It should be Raph in the box. I don't know if he is. So you'll have to ignore the... Anyway, Kings coming out through center ice.
Tristan picks the pocket at the point, goes down, feeds it across, just missing Byrne. Byrne goes around the outside. Short-handed. Sam was looking to get out of the net. Backs off. Sam goes back to his net as Byrne pressures in. Tristan goes into pressure. Byrne will go for fresh legs. Puck's going to come out to Connor. Can't get a shot off. Fergus to Mason at center ice, surrounded by 5 Kings. Mason drops it back. Marco will play it. 25 seconds to play here. Sam's going to go to the bench, but picked off. Fired down. That's the net goal. And I had missed the last goal. It is now 4-2. Whoops. Shot on, a pad save made. Well, that'll do it. Shots fairly even.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure it was 19 or 16 screaming down the wing, but that guy's one of the fastest players we've ever seen in this league. When he got going down the right wing and Raph stuck a stick in, tripped him, no surprise. He had a lot of speed. So that'll do it. We'll wrap it up.
Oh, yeah.
Over and out for those watching the recording.